By battling enemies and causing wonderful feats with his magical fishhook, the demigod Maui proves himself in Moana to be a true hero with an insane amount of power, and I think it's time that magical hook he carries is finally explained. Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today I think it's time to climb aboard your canoes, get your hair up in a man bun, and gather some food.
Boat snack!
Because today we are going on an adventure through the story of Moana to uncover some of the shocking secrets behind Maui's fish hook. If you'd like to learn more about Maui and his hook in the comfort of your own home, I've provided all of the links to the movies and the resources I used in the description. And to continue discussing Disney with me, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Depending on the Polynesian mythology you examine, you will find different tales related to Maui's hook. In Tongan mythology, Maui was said to have begged for the magic fish hook from the old fisherman Tongafusadanand. I apologize for pronouncing these words incorrectly. This is going to be one of those videos where I put the actual text on screen quite a bit. In Mangaravan mythology, Maui doesn't utilize the power of a hook, but instead possesses a magic staff named Atuatane and a hatchet named Irapatapatada. And in Hawaiian and Maori myths, Maui's hook was said to be crafted using the jawbone of his grandmother, which was embedded with the ability to catch anything and was named Manakailani. Then in Moana, Maui was given his hook by the gods after being abandoned by his parents.
Took one look and decided they did not want me.
While we are unsure why his parents abandoned him, or which deity took care of him in the film, Maori mythology holds an explanation. Maui was thrown away to the sea in this tale after being born a premature infant. After Maui was found by ocean spirits who wrapped him in seaweed, Tamanui Te Ra, who is known as the embodiment of the sun in this culture, nourished Maui till he reached adolescence.
Somehow, I was found by the gods. They gave me the hook.
Maui's powerful hook was capable of grand changes in the world, but we know his power cannot solely derive from the fish hook because he was away from it for 1,000 years after fighting Te Kā and washing up on the island, and he survives when it completely breaks when he meets Te Kā again, meaning the hook cannot be the only source of Maui's strength, resilience, and his extended life. A while ago, I theorized the magical sunlight flower from Tangled may have kept him alive for so long, which I think makes even more sense now that I know that Maui in mythology was taken care of by a symbol of the sun in Polynesian culture in his youth. If you'd like to see that video after this one, you can find the link in the description. In Moana, some of Maui's demigod strength, resilience, and magic were embedded into his flesh and bone, and like in the majority of his mythology, Maui could catch anything with his hook. But what I find most interesting is his hook could transform him into a wide variety of animals throughout the film. In this tapestry above Moana's grandmother Tala, we can see some of the animals we saw him transform into, including the beetle, hawk, fish, and iguana, but there's also a turtle and a picture of a stingray, the animal grandmother Tala transformed into when she died.
When I die, I'm going to come back as one of these.
It turns out Maui isn't the only person who changed into an animal in the story of Moana. When Grandmother Tala perished, her spirit was reborn into a stingray that was free to roam the earth, guide those she cared for, and transition into a human form. And it's not just her. Previous members of Moana's village reside as spirits who can roam the planet. At first, Tala glows blue as she voyages across the ocean, but by the end of the film, we see her stingray with a tangible body. So what does this mean for Maui? I think Grandmother Tala's stingray, juxtaposed to Maui on the banner, and her ability to change between forms after her death, indicate Tala's abilities are similar to Maui's hook. I think the key to their powers lies in their connections to the spirit world. Grandmother Tala can reside as a spirit because in Polynesian spiritual practices, souls are physical entities. At death, a soul exits the body from a tear duct and begins a tentative, instinctive journey along the path of the spirits. Shortly after dying, a person can visit relatives and friends while the family of the deceased prays for the soul's successful journey to the land of the dead. Grandmother Tala's body died, but her soul is now connected to the spirit world, while I believe Maui could have been fully connected at one point. When Maui was cast into the ocean, maybe he died or was close to dying until something amazing happened. In Polynesian religious practices, if a soul expert feels the person should not have died, he or she can find the soul, snatch it between cupped hands, and reinsert it into the body. If human beings are believed to be able to possess this ability, then surely the gods could have also placed Maui's soul back into his body.
Maybe the gods found you for a reason. Maybe the ocean brought you to them because it saw someone who is worthy of being saved.
I believe the gods brought Maui back from the brink of death to save him, for they saw something within him, and by doing that, they had created an individual who was born of mortals, but who had experienced the spirit world. To facilitate the creation of a powerful hero who could utilize his unique connection to the spirit world, they bestowed him with the fish hook, which glows blue just like the spirits. The hook channels Maui's connection to the spirit world, and it allows him to transform like those who exist fully in the afterlife. There are many different tales of how Maui received his hook, and many tales of what he could do with it. Maui's feats of strength and power were legendary, and in Moana, that mythology is continued with his ability to transform into animals like the spirits in the film. I believe when Maui was cast into the sea, he almost perished until the ocean escorted him to the gods who brought him back to life from the spirit world, for they knew he would do great things. They knew if they bestowed him with life, demigod powers, and a hook that could facilitate his connection to the spirit world to allow him to transform into animals, he would be a hero to men and women. If you enjoyed theorizing on Maui's hook, then click that like button. I have some ideas in the works I am super excited about sharing on the Golden Flower Entangled, so if you are interested in staying up to date with more of those magical Disney videos, then click that subscribe button and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So now it's time for the question of the day, sponsored by my patrons. Do you think Maui's hook channels a connection to the spirit world? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. To see more Wotso videos, then check out some awesome pics over here. And as always, thanks for watching and have a magical day.